Hello from not so sunny Germany. Um, Two things. The first thing is my microphone connection seems to be broken in a way, like just my computer cannot detect it. So today I'm using my Mac's what's that? MacBook's computers inbuilt microphone. So I'm not so used to this one. So the sound will sound super weird. Also, this will be a super quick update on Wednesday. What happened? Yeah, so let's just do it. Okay. After a lot of searching, and I use, first of all, the activate probably is better. And I even use Pygame to activate everything. So actually I cannot make Kivy to run video despite all the solutions I already tried. It just can't. But still, I learned something, so I would like to share with people what happened. So first of all, let's do this. This is what we have right now. It does load, but we can see that the video player, so the video provider is FFmpeg. Then we say hi, and then it cannot play. The problem along the way, I learned something. First of all, this library works the best with Python 3.8 if you want to play how do I do this? If you want to play video or maybe GIF, at least the document says the best is to work with Python 3.8. I use Python 3.12 before, which is not, it has some compatible compatible issues with Python 12 and Kivy. So that was the first thing to solve that problem, but I don't want to lose my Python 3.12 or 3.11 sometimes. So I use PyInf. And then to install PyInf and PyInf virtual inf, and then install Python 3.8 and then do that. The next problem is, as you can see, that not this one though, but where does this come from? Okay, it cannot switch to FFmpeg player, and then I try to use configuration to config Kivy video FFPy player or graphics, because apparently Kivy loads video as image. So I also set this one. Both are not working, and then this of course doesn't work. So all these solutions does not work. I even use video player, still not working. Maybe we can try one more time. So like there's a lot of way I try and it just doesn't work at all. But I had fun. I had a lot of fun to find out every possibility to switch Kiwi's default video player from FFmpeg to FFPy player. I try all the way. Yeah, so I don't know why it is like this. I even use all the, we can also try this one. Still it doesn't work. So video player, they just don't work at all. Yeah, so all this doesn't work, nothing works, and but at least you have something like this. Okay, so what did I do? Please Pygame deactivate, right? I think so. Okay, what did I do? I went for Pygame, which I also tried a very long time ago. Pygame in bin, and then of course I just do this one, but main video as video still not working. So that's okay. I know the file name sounds super weird, but okay. By the way, I show you the code. Yeah, but I really don't understand that why Kivy just not working. I'm pretty sure if I am able to switch the player to FFPy player, then it should work. Yeah. Okay, so this is basically the code. I of course I use AI to generate, and it's also a very fun one. Let's do this. Okay. And then buy, and then it finish. It plays the video as image as well. Actually, I wanna see the running log. It doesn't have any running log, and it doesn't have music. Why plays a file the video as image? It's because not this one, sorry, it's because of the CV2, and also here second, yeah, it it just displays a image, and you have to rotate a little bit, otherwise it will rotate as like 90-degree. It's not like the original frame. Display video frame, yeah, and it will count for 2 seconds and then close the entire game. it's it's very interesting in a way that when I use GPT, it code this into the code. So basically like 2 seconds and then close. I didn't address this part because I was thinking like if people see the buy, they would just press the cross and then close the window. Doesn't need to close the window itself, but ChatGPT just give me this one. I so far, and I am asking ChatGPT if it can tell me anything to play the video as video. So far does not have, I'm not having any luck. Because there's some problem. I can also show people. Is this one? This one. It. Wait. I forgot. I'm sorry. I'll just let it. Okay. I hope people can hear me. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, that's what happened. Like when it's playing, it cannot play the image. It can only play the sound. So this is the problem that I at this point I don't know how to solve it. But just as a summary, that if people want to code a game, having in your game having some video playing or something, if you want to save all the time to like not bother by all the debugging everything, the easiest way is to use Pygame, which I think many people use it to code a game anyway. And if you just want to display some images or something or audio, actually my previous experience working with Kivy to code a very tiny game, the most important part for me was actually not the video. The most important part for me was only the audio. And I had very good experience working with Kivy when my game only need audio. and also some image. And but like if I still want to have some video to like play during the waiting time or something, then I think the best solution is to switch to Pygame. But for people who still want to use Kivy, my current suggestion is to use Python 3.8 and install FFPyPlayer and try your best to switch from FFmpeg to FFPyPlayer, which I find really, really weird because I actually switched to FFPyPlayer before once, but I couldn't find the code at all. That's like in my other computers or something. Yeah, this is just the so far my experience sharing with people. And today this is a super short super short live stream just to give people some update. And talking about update, I also want to give a little update on what's happening with my previous project. I cannot continue working on it because I am applying for a funding. And this funding, if I have already, this has to talk about like German. I don't want to say bureaucracy, but it's kind of really like a part because of German bureaucracy. Usually when people want to apply for funding in Germany, you can of course provide your prototype, but you cannot bring people the feelings that the prototype is very, very close to the real product. And I'm not saying my previous project, I already did it like a real product. No, actually it's quite far away from it. But if I want to apply for fundings, then it also makes sense, right? People will think like if you apply for fundings, you need sponsor, and if you already have a product that's basically ready, then why do you need this funding? That makes sense, right? So I'm in the process of applying for it, and the process starting from writing your business plan. Write your business plan, apply for fundings. When you get your fundings, then you can continue to develop it. This is the steps that you apply for fundings in Germany to set up your startup companies. And that is why I decided to pause my previous project, to not touch that project at all in case the funding and that's the suggestions that I was given by some institutions. So I paused my previous project. I'm not working on it. I started from writing a business plan because I don't want to bring people or justify so hard in the business plan that, oh, this is just a prototype, this is very far away from the real product. That is really far away from the real product, but it takes so much to justify that. I'd rather just pause it and then wait for that. When I actually get the funding, then I can develop further. This is also coming from my experience. Maybe other people, they have other different kind of experience. Maybe they will say like, no, you misunderstand other people. I really hope that I misunderstood what they told me. But when I present my prototype to the authorities, this is the questions that came to me. Like, if you already have this, why are you applying for the fundings? Why are you bother to get money from people? And yeah, so it's really sad, because compare with writing business plan, I really would love to just put all my efforts on writing the code, testing my code, how do I improve it, all that thing is. But I cannot if I decided to go for the funding schemes in Germany. Also, other suggestions to people who want to set up startups and go for some governmental fundings or university fundings, you need to really be careful about the regulations. The regulation, sometimes if you get one fundings, that basically exclude you from acquiring other fundings. So if you decided to, so this is the suggestions I got from some institutions. Go for, just apply for many fundings in parallel. But when you get one, just give up everything else. And because they mutually exclusive from each other. I am not very certain why there is such a regulation, but I am sure that if they have such a regulation, there must be a need for having such a regulations, right? Maybe they want to prevent people to abuse the system or something. I don't know. I have no idea what their concern, but it is, to be honest, very nerve-wracking. As a person who only rely on the saving and working so hard to get some external help, from my point of view, as many support as possible, I would get as many support as possible, and to make one business fly as fast as possible. Then of course I don't need any more fundings, right? When my business runs well, I would no longer apply for any more funding. Most of the time I would not bother to apply for any more funding. So my point is, you should give people as many opportunities as possible to sponsor them, set up a company, and hoping that their company runs well, and then they will not occupy any more chances or opportunities. Other people can also benefit from it. At least this is how I feel, how I think. My thinking pattern is like this, but I totally respect that these funding schemes have such regulations. So these are all the updates that I want to give for people. That uh I'm very, very sad actually. Like, first of all, I had high hope to use Kivy to program some games, but I, after um, a lot of efforts, I still cannot use it. Um, I really wish it's just because the systems I use is wrong. uh, maybe if I can find a Windows computers, I would do it again. Yeah, so that's that. But I still think it's a very good framework. At least I could finish. So my previous experience is my previous game I could finish in a very twisted way, a detour or something to reach the results. About the game, actually, because that's my next business idea, so I decided not to uh not to announce it. I mean, I will frame it like my next business idea, but who knows when I will be able to proceed there. Because right now I'm kind of stuck in a business plan writing, which is so hard for me. Um, yeah, but I know, like, if you want to start your business, you shouldn't think it's hard. You should just try your best to do to finish, to complete these documents, and I will try my best to complete it. I think 1 week probably. Okay. Yeah. For so for my next business idea, although I will not announce it, but I will tell you, I will say that uh I will say that I will switch to Pygame. Although I could finish it before, but that was really just some sort of practice. And now if I want to do it a little bit more serious, I will switch to Pygame. Because of course, if I could play video, why would I just play an image or something, right? At least that's how I feel. Okay. And wish me luck. I could propose my business plan as soon as possible. And also hope that my experience shared with people can be somewhat helpful to people who also thinking about starting business and asking for fundings to this, yeah, to your journey. I hope that it's helpful advice for your journey. And I'm very happy that at this point I only limit myself to English streaming because I really don't want to use a language that I am not very familiar with to explain the difficulties in case any kind of misunderstanding. I do have a lot of complaint about about the country that I'm currently living in, but not related to the whole funding thingies. Yeah. Okay. So this is a very, very short update from me. What happens from the Wednesdays, and what have I tried to fix the code, and my decisions on using another framework, and all that experience. And I hope these live streams can be a little bit helpful to people. All right, and that's all from me. I wish everyone has a nice weekend, and we see each other next week, maybe Wednesday. And bye bye.